Today I wanted to do a watermelon inspired look that's kind of like gothy and maybe a little clowny and weird. I'm going to be using the NYX Brights palette, my double-ended Eco Tools brushes, the black eyeshadow out of this little e.l.f. palette because the Brights palette doesn't have a black and I need it because I'm thinking watermelon. For the eyeliner, I've got my LA Girl Black, the blackest black in all the world. With the Brights palette, since the colors don't show up very bright on raw skin, barren flesh, I'll be using the Wet n Wild white liquid eyeshadow and this little concealer brush just to put that on, just to prime or like give me like a solid white base so that the colors come out as bright as possible, because I'm going to be using this bright pink and these bright greens down here, and again they just don't show up very well on like raw flesh. So for the lips, I'm thinking the Wet n Wild, I don't know what color this is, Rosebud matte lipstick. It's pretty pink, kind of corally pink, bright, and the Plumberry lip liner. So I'm showing you this all now just because I'm probably going to do some stuff off camera and I'll probably forget to point stuff out later. Haha. Also probably this Color Icon pearlescent pink blush. I have my bedroom door open, so my cats are in here like frolicking on the floor. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm wondering what my cats are up to, and all my shoes are on the floor, and sometimes they like to sink their claws into my leather knee-high boots. That's like one of their favorite hobbies. So if I look worried, that's why. So I already started doing the white liquid eyeshadow stuff just because it kind of takes me a while. And this setup, oh look how crazy this is. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys some in process so you can see that I'm a mess. But this lighting makes it super difficult to do it on camera. But just point out a couple things. I'm taking it like a little bit high up because I want to just make sure I have a good base for all the colors. And this stuff is pretty easy to wipe off. Well, if my cats knock my light over, we will all fall into darkness together. And I'm gonna scream because that light weighs like so, it's heavy. Anyway, back to this makeup. See what I mean? I can kind of buff that out with my finger. So this doesn't have to be super perfect necessarily because this isn't like the look. We're gonna go and put the bright eyeshadow over the top of it, but this is really just a nice, wait, see now, I can't see how to do this eye on camera, but this is really just a nice white base for your bright eyeshadow. But yeah, just using this brush, making sure I really coat the lid and kind of feathering it out, and then kind of bring it into a cat eye out here, just because any of the eyeshadow that I put on is going to be more vibrant on this white part, and this sticks better than the eyeshadow, so giving this little cat eye will give me a little bit more canvas to work with there. And again, I can wipe it off with my finger. It doesn't stick so good that you're like totally stuck once you put it on, but it's kind of hard to see. I wouldn't necessarily wear this as an eyeshadow without anything because it's kind of streaky, so I'll be back when I'm done fudging with this. I'm back. My flippin' phone is like balanced up against a cup and it like slid while I was off camera, so it's probably going to be a different spot every time. I took the liberty of throwing that black eyeliner just in my waterline. Like, this eyeliner is so black, you must restrain yourself. But I threw it just in the waterline while I was waiting for that white eyeshadow to kind of dry. Now I'm going to do the eyeshadow. I'm going to try and do it on camera because I feel like this is kind of important, or like I'll start it on camera and I'll finish it off camera. Just because I'm tired of these videos getting like unnecessarily long when I'm like doing literally nothing. So I'm going to actually do the black eyeliner, black eyeshadow part first because I'm just still not totally sure that that white stuff on my eyes is dry. But I'm taking the black out of this e.l.f. palette. You could take the black from any palette. It's just that for whatever reason I feel like that's probably the only black eyeshadow I have that doesn't have any glitter in it for, yeah. I don't know. I've been looking for another palette and I need to find one that has a matte black because I need more matte black in my life. So I'm just kind of using this as black eyeliner, but it's a little smokier. Just because I want this to be dramatic, but I don't want that black eyeliner tracking all over my face. But I do want it to be fuzzy. I just feel like it's easier to control eyeshadow than it is to try and blur out that extra black eyeliner. So yeah, smoking out the lower lash line with that black. I'm going to do the other eye off camera because you can definitely see what I'm doing on this. I'm using my Eco Tools brushes, the little chisel point end, to do this as usual. Okay, finished up the black eyeshadow on my lower lash line. It's a little asymmetrical, but I'll figure that out later. Next I'm going to take the other Eco Tools brush, the fluffy end, and I'm just going to go into this like dark green. It's in the corner of my palette. Yeah, I'm trying to be more careful with these dark colors so they don't end up all chunky because I'm pushing too hard. And I'm trying to like not contort my eyelid flesh so much when I'm applying makeup. Because it goes on smoother if I go gentle and tilt my head back. But I'm just putting this dark green right in the crease because that is going to be like the deep green skin of my watermelon. Slow and steady and blendy. And that white cream eyeshadow that I put on first, the edge of that where you blurred that out kind of like slightly onto your brow bone, I guess it is. I'm trying to back up. I wonder if you can see it better. I probably look crazy. But this dark green is going kind of like where you started to end. Hopefully. The white liquid eyeshadow. I don't really specify that part. You really have to build these NYX brights up. But yeah, hopefully you can see that. Again, there'll be pictures at the end. Oh, there you go. See, it could use even more blending, but I'm going to add another color. I'm going to put this on the other eye and come back. Okay, I finished blending it out, and I found another light bulb, so it's not so dark now. Yeah, I went pretty heavy on the green because it's watermelon, and I'm thinking like grungy rave kid look. And I kind of came around the corners of my eye to like really fill in my eye socket. The next thing I'm going to do is go back to this palette, do more on camera for a little bit. I'm going to take this bright pink over here with the other end of the dark green brush, the nubbier end, and I'm going to put that right in the middle on the top. And I'm going to really focus on that bright white part of the lid, especially at first because I don't want to get all that green in my brush, at least not yet. So I guess I'm going to try to do both these kind of eyes on camera. Put that freaking palette down. See if I can't get this to be reasonable. And then I'm going to do this other eye. Just a white part. Oh, see, a little titch got in there. You really don't want to mix these colors together because part of what's so awesome is they're contrasting, and then part of what makes that so cool is that if you screwed up, it looks like garbage. So, you know, the effect is all in the execution. Build that pink up, and then as you start to layer it a little bit, you can just feather it delicately up to that green. But you want them to be like just touching, but not blended together. Don't necessarily want a hard line, but see what I mean? You want them to touch, not blend together. So I'm probably going to take a minute to make sure that's blended in and smudged out, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I went back in and kind of really touched up. When you use that white underlayer, it really stands out if you miss a spot, so really make sure that you're coming right inside your eye with the pink and then feathering out to like very much the edge of your eyelid because it's bright, so it's going to draw attention to that. And then after you're done packing on all those bright colors, I like to take like a damp cotton ball and just wipe around. I don't have any foundation or anything on right now. I think if you're into that full face makeup, I would do these eyes first and then do that second. So before I put my blush on, but after I finish my eyes, that's when you would be doing your full face, because this step, just taking this cotton ball and wiping all this dusty fallout from packing on those bright colors, assuming you're not using hella high-end makeup and all that jazz. If you're more of a basic bitch like me, this is the way to go, because look, see how much green and pink we picked up off my eyes? Like, that would just be slowly spreading out, making me look like some kind of, you know, sea monster or something over the night. But yeah, that's the eyes so far. I can't quite remember what I was going to do next, so let me get prepped and come back really quick. I just wanted to point out the wiping off phase because that's so helpful. So at this point, you would definitely have watermelon eyes and you could carry on in the process, but I've decided to just like make this a little bit more extra before we move on. So I'm going to take this light green shimmery color and actually put that like above the dark green. Like, this is so extra. This is taking it to like the clowny, drag queen, Halloween, gothic cyber raver. Oh, this is like, yeah, you know, extra. But I don't know. I don't get many opportunities to do my makeup like that, so I'm going to do it now and document it so it can live on in my memory. But this is big fat fluffy brush on the other end of the calligraphy one, and just a little bit kind of dabbing it in, and then just feathering this up all the way to my eyebrow. But I'm kind of putting it on like right by the other green, almost like on top of it, and then blending it up. Didn't really like the hard line I had like after the green. Also, since the white that I did is completely under the dark green, but there's none under this light green. This light green is not coming out as vibrant as the other colors, so it's not as dramatic, which is helpful when you're trying to like blend some stuff in. In reality, that cotton ball step where I wipe everything off should have come after I added this, but you know, spur of the moment, rolling with it. The next thing I think I'm going to do is add some watermelon seeds, because watermelon seeds are like, you know, part of eating watermelons. So I don't want to do like a faux teardrop because I don't want to be like, you know, ripping off cultures that don't belong to me, but I'm going to do it like right in the middle under the eye, because I think that's more of like clown vibes to me, less like, you know, tough guy shit. But yeah, I'm going to make a watermelon seed shaped. Starting with the point and kind of dragging down. And just kind of try to dabbing. I'm sure one of them is going to end up bigger than the other, but you can kind of go back and even them out. pretty hard to take them away. So I would go slowly and build just because this black eyeliner is so black. And at this point, if you're wearing full face makeup, you have to already have it on before you can do this. So this is not for the faint of heart. You gotta have some time on your hands. Yep, his brother is cuter. Fatten this little guy up a little bit. Uh-oh, here's the thing. I'm doing that thing where I drag it out again. But watermelon seeds. I think I'm just going to do 2 because I kind of like how simple it is. You can do as many as you want. Post pictures below if you try this because I would love to see them. I think I'm going on the eyeliner now. I kind of like how simple it is. I'm going to do some blush. Trying to stop saying so much. I'm using like a highlighter brush. I don't really have like a good blush brush, but I kind of like this one. I tap this blush off before I put it on because I always feel like blush is bright on me and I like having time to build it up. I like this highlighter brush because it's kind of pointy, so I like set the point down in like the hollow ditch of my cheek and then kind of like spin it around. It gives me like a good, cute, diffused circle. For whatever reason, this cheek is like fatter. I can't find the middle as well, so I kind of gotta like fudge it. I do kind of like blush when I'm doing a dramatic look though, just because it makes my cheeks, it makes my cheeks look better, obviously. I guess that's why you put it on your cheeks. But it makes them look a little more symmetrical even though one is fatter than the other. I'm going to go a little bit heavy just because super climb vibes going on the eyes, so. And then I'm going to take a little bit and go on my nose. Just because we're going for some like candy kid vibes here. Kind of doing the underneath part. Not going to overdo it. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to blend it in with my hands. Yeah, shaping up. I'm going to grab the lipstick and then come back and then we'll finish this off. I'm back. I did my lip liner off camera just because that takes me forever, and I dabbed some of the lipstick on, so I'm using the Plumberry and then this Wet n Wild Rosebud. I'm just going to take a minute really quick to touch it up. So that matte lipstick that I put in the middle is really solid and opaque, so it kind of covered the lip liner, so you might want to do it, put the lipstick on, and then redo it. You don't necessarily have to redo the whole thing. I would just touch up the spots that look weird and wiped out. So I think I'm almost done. I think it's time for the final step. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. And I've never said this before, but if you like me, could you like and subscribe because it would make me feel good? It's not really necessary though. I appreciate people taking a chance to like look at my face anyway, even if they are laughing at it. Just to be extra, the last step, just gonna dab some of this Away We Glow highlighter on. I know I didn't mention it at the beginning, but when I was doing my lip liner, I was like, is this it? Is it really the end? Like, am I sure there's not something I'm forgetting? And then I was like, you know what I've been really into when I do my makeup kind of extra? This liquid highlighter. It's so bright. Just dabbing it in. It's great though, like when you want to glow. This really does the trick. So yeah, there you have it. Clowning watermelon. Grungy raver watermelon. This is one of my favorites so far. Tell me what you think. I'll throw some pictures in at the end. Hopefully this video isn't too long. A worthy look to add to any collection. You just never know when you're gonna need it. Maybe it's a summer festival and you're a sour watermelon. Maybe it's Halloween and you're a clown. I like it. Thank you for watching me.